full of liquor, then we die. In it, pull him to the side, let me slide. In it.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. If you're new here, welcome. Woo. If you're not new here, welcome back. Y'all know how I give it up and get down. So right now we're about to talk about episode 2 of Baddies Caribbean. Ow. No, but for real, we're about to talk about episode 2 of Baddies Caribbean. To be more organized, I took some notes this time, just because of the fact that I feel like I really just be jumping around the scenes instead of just going through the actual episode, because I really just be going based off of memory from what I've seen. But now this time I watched it, and then I went back and watched it and just wrote down some little notes, and then I'm gonna talk about it. So y'all, I'm trying to get better for y'all. I'm trying to get organized, you know, just not be on here talking. I'm gonna still talk my shit, but it's gonna be in order this time. I'm not gonna jump around and do it. At least it's gonna be in order. But yeah, y'all, this episode, it was honestly good. Like, I feel like Baddies Caribbean might be the best season that they had. Like, well, I'm exaggerating when I say this, but this season honestly seemed like it's going to be good. It's going to be tea. And honestly, I'm just excited for this whole season. And honestly, I just really hope that they do not drag this out for 12 years, bruh. Like, and then, y'all, on top of that, let me just say this. We did not even meet all of the girls from the audition, just due to the fact that they just had so much BS going on. So yeah, we didn't even meet all the girls, because I'm sitting here watching the theme song and I was just like, who is that? And then when the girls were getting on the jet, I was like, who is that? Like, did we meet everybody? Or if we did meet everybody, I just probably wasn't paying attention. But honestly, yeah, I don't even think that we met everybody. So yeah, but let's get into it. So the episode starts off where it left off last episode, and that's with Sapphire versus Bianca. So Bianca tries to sneak Sapphire, and what Sapphire, first of all, Sapphire funny. She talking about is that girl out of her chicken noodle suits, and I honestly hope they use that joke against her throughout this whole series. Like, I just really hope they use it against her. It's funny. But yeah, as for Sapphire versus Bianca, I really feel like Sapphire ate Bianca up. And honestly, I understand Mariah Lynn and, well, I honestly don't understand their dynamic, because yeah, apparently they're friends or whatever. They have history, you know, loving hip-hop back in New York, blah 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 blah. So apparently they're friends in real life. So Bianca was upset, or she's upset about everything that happened with Mariah Lynn last season with Suki and Sapphire. But Mariah Lynn moved past it. Therefore, the issue honestly should be dropped. But it wasn't in Bianca's mind. Bianca, in her mind, it's just like, okay, y'all did all this BS to my friend. Even though she's over it, I'm still about to get my lick back for my friend. I'm guessing that was her mindset, because yeah, like I said, Mariah Lynn seemed like she was over it. She even tried to get them like, hey, do y'all want to squash this and whatnot? And by that time, and then by that time, Bianca spit on Sapphire. And when I'm telling y'all, that was so gross. Like, the way she spit on her was so freaking gross. It was so fucking gross. Like, it was just nasty. It was just gross. So after Bianca spits on Sapphire, they fight again. And Sapphire is saying that she kind of broke her shoulder, or popped her shoulder out of place. But yeah, I feel like Sapphire, yum, she ate up her chicken noodle soup, because yeah, it really didn't seem like Bianca was doing that much. So yeah, and then on top of that, before it even gotten this far, honestly, it shouldn't even have gotten this far. Honestly, Mariah said she was over it. So Bianca, I can understand her coming in and being iffy about Sapphire, but because of the fact that she's honestly just going so hard for her friend, and her friend is over it, I just kind of don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah. And so what else happened? Oh yeah, Mariah Lynn still isn't funny. Her green screen confessional, she's still trying to be a sound, and it's still not giving, like, yeah. And then on top of that, the fact that this fight is happening over Mariah Lynn, like, it's just bothering me, especially because of the fact that Mariah Lynn is saying, like, yo, she's over it. But the fact that Mariah Lynn seemed like she acting so blind to all this smoke Bianca has, it's just like, you knew Bianca felt some type of way. You knew your friend was on go about it. So the fact that she's like, oh my gosh, I need to talk to my friend. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, girl, you knew your friend was on 10 about this whole situation, because your friend is sliding for you. So if you didn't know that your friend was about to come slide for you, then honestly, I'm just over this whole situation. Like, honestly, yo, I'm just over it. And like I said, the fact that Mariah Lynn is over it, I don't even understand why Bianca still want to fight the girl. But at this point, it's already up and stuck, and it's mainly up and stuck because of the fact that Bianca spit on old girl. So yeah, the problem is not even about Mariah anymore. It's like, okay, it's up and stuck because you spit on me. And I'd rather them fight about that than fight about some Mariah Lynn shit that happened last season, you know, I'm just saying. Okay, and as this Sapphire and Bianca thing is going on, Callie walks in, and apparently Callie is Blueface's sister, his sibling, and honestly, Callie just came in on 10, not even 10, Callie freaking came in on 11. She came in and she went straight for Natalie. In her confessional, she was just like, oh, you know, I just wanted to talk to Natalie. She's been doing this for a long time and blah, 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 blah. I was just like, okay, you actually walked in like you wanted to fight. Like, if she actually wanted some advice from Natalie, yeah, this is honestly not the way to do it, Callie girl. But yeah, Callie came in, she attacked Natalie. Mariah Lynn claimed that she got bumped by her. So Callie fights Natalie. Natalie falls, of course. So after Callie and Natalie's fight, Callie's still on 10, blah, blah, blah. And I'm guessing in the midst of her being on 10, she bumps Mariah Lynn. And when she bumped Mariah Lynn swung on her. And after Mariah Lynn swung on her, Bianca swung on her as well on some, yeah, you know, don't touch my friend type stuff. They honestly didn't even fight. It just looked like it was kind of like tussling type of commotion. Like, Mariah Lynn, she did kind of swing on her, but it really didn't connect. So honestly, that whole tussle didn't matter. So after that happens, Jela kind of squares up on Callie on some, yeah, you know, you touched Natalie type stuff. And then Scotty's in her confessional like, you know, some of us don't play when it comes to Natalie. And and here's my thing. All y'all can see, oh, and then in the midst of that, yeah, Scotty throws something at Callie as well. And she's in her confessional talking about, you know, some of us don't play about Natalie and blah, 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 blah. It's like, it's okay. It's cool to ride for your friend. But at the end of the day, Callie came to Natalie and they should have just fought one-on-one. Like, it should have been it. Everybody jumping in talking about they don't play about Natalie, because as far as I'm concerned, when Scotty was getting into her fights, Natalie was not jumping in to defend her. When Jela was getting into it with Biggie, Natalie did not jump in to defend her. So yeah, everybody's riding so hard for Natalie, but it's like, Natalie honestly not riding for y'all like how y'all riding for her. So they honestly just should have let Callie and Natalie do their little thing, and honestly, that should have been it. And then after that, Callie tries to come at Meatball and saying, yo, you a follower because you walked in with me. And it's just like, Meatball's kind of confused, because it's just like, girl, all I did was walk in with you. I didn't come in with, like this is not a duo. You're not my ally. We walked in the building together, but I did not walk in with you. We just walked in the building together. So yeah, Callie was on 11. Like, she was doing way too much for me. Like, if she just wanted to have her thing with Natalie, she just could have had her thing with Natalie. But instead, she just wanted to turn up the whole scene. And it's just like, damn, girl, like, you just got on the show 20 minutes ago. Like, what's going on? Like, if she wanted her moment, then she sure did get it. If she wanted the house against her, then yeah, she sure did get it. And the fact that in her confessional, she had the nerve to be like, I'm always the black sheep, I'm always the outcast. And it's just like, I wonder why. But let me add this. Throughout all this is going on, Aubrey is so confused. Her face literally looks confused. Like, not even like her being scared. Like, she literally looks confused as all of this fighting is going on, because you got Sapphire and Bianca in one corner, you got Callie fighting Natalie, then you see Callie just going around and everybody fighting Callie and whatnot. Mariah Lynn swing on her Jela try to square up with her, Scotty throwing something at her, and Aubrey O'Day is just looking like she's so confused. Honestly, Aubrey, she's just honestly on the wrong show. Like, I don't know what she thought this was gonna be, but yeah, girl, I honestly just hope she pull a whoa Vicky and leave. Like, sorry, not sorry. And then afterwards, everybody goes, well, Aubrey, Jela, Sapphire, and Scotty, and yeah, Aubrey, I don't know if I named her or not, they go to Natalie's room, and of course they converse about the whole situation. And Sapphire is basically saying like, yeah, my shoulder is broken, but it's up and stuck with me because Bianca spit on me. Understandable, valid reason. Jayla's sitting here at the conversation and she's saying blah 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 blah, she got her thing with Biggie. And honestly, this whole Biggie and Jayla thing, it's just like, I know Jayla said she want to give BGC 14 Jayla back, but it's like, girl, at this point, this is like 10 years later. Like, yeah, like, I'm not, like, Jayla trying to keep fighting over this comment that was true. At this point, it's just like, okay, we know you can beat up Biggie. You did fight Biggie. It's just like, I honestly just don't understand why she's trying to egg this on. Like I said, Sapphire said she got spit on. Valid. Jayla, you saying, oh, okay, Biggie want to fight me because Biggie said she was going to slap me. Y'all already did y'all 3-4 rounds. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like Jayla's dragging this out, but she's saying her problem is the fact that Biggie said that she was going to slap her, and that's what she was discussing in the scene. So it's just like, I'm guessing she just trying to stand on business about it. I don't know. And then within the midst of that, Natalie says that she's inviting the Claremont twins, and everybody's excited to see the Claremont twins. And honestly, I'm excited to see the Claremont twins. I honestly haven't seen them on TV ever since BGC 14. And I see them on Instagram, them changing their look or whatever. And I'm honestly just kind of curious to see how they about to look. So it's like, yeah, I was excited that the Claremont twins are coming too. Like, yay, Claremont twins. Okay, and then after that, we go to Tasiki, Biggie, Mariah Lynn, and Bianca, and they're outside talking. And Biggie gives Tasiki the chain, the appendix back that she took from Jayla. Because Tasiki honestly kind of convinced her to give the chain back. So Biggie gives her the chain back. But at the same time, Biggie said that she knows that this problem is not over. And honestly, like I said, like, what is the problem? The problem is the fact that this problem stemmed over somebody saying like, oh, okay, Biggie lost the fight. Biggie did lose the fight, but then Biggie went on and was just like, when I see Jayla, I'ma slap her. They had this whole thing on episode 1, like they went like 2-3 rounds. So it's just like, are y'all really about to keep fighting all season over this damn comment? Like, it was honestly never that deep. Honestly. Oh yeah, and then as Bianca, Tasiki, Biggie, and Mariah were outside, Bianca really did just explain that the only reason why she ran up on Sapphire was because of Mariah Lynn. And again, like I said, I just don't understand why we are still on this. Like, I don't get it. Mariah's over it. Like, why are we still fighting over someone that's over it? Like, I honestly don't get it. Like, I really do not want this whole season to be, I don't want this whole season to be dragged out. I don't want all these fights and storylines to be dragged out just because of the fact all this could easily be resolved. Like, yo, everybody just need to get out of their damn feelings and drop it. If y'all don't want to have a conversation about it, okay, cool. But can we all just agree to drop it? Like, are we really fighting over something that somebody said? And are we really fighting somebody over somebody that said that they don't even care about that somebody anymore? Because I honestly don't understand what we are getting out of this. Like, y'all, like, I'm just confused. Like, y'all really about to keep fighting all season over this? But honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm on Sapphire's side, because if somebody spit on me, like, yeah, it's up and stuck. But on Bianca's side, she's saying that she fighting over Mariah Lynn. Like, nah, baby, it's past that now. You spit. So yeah, you can say you fighting over Mariah or for Mariah all you want, but yeah, you spit on somebody, therefore it's up and stuck. Like, but like I said, all this just could have been easily been resolved. All this could have easily been resolved. And yeah, okay, and then the girls, you know, get on a private jet. They're ready to go to Barbados, and of course it's split up between the two. And then I think on a private jet it was Natalie. It was just the OGs, you know. And then the Claremont twins joined them, and honestly, I see the Claremont twins a lot on Instagram, and I always think that they look very terrible. But honestly, they look good on the show. They look good in their confessional. And honestly, did I like the way they looked before better? Yeah, but I honestly feel like they look, honestly, yeah, I honestly thought they looked good. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I honestly like the way they look. It was just refreshing to see them on my screen. I was just like, I really haven't seen them since, well, I haven't seen them on TV since season 14. And it just seemed like the Claremont twins, they're just coming with a good vibe. I know everybody else is ready to fight, but the Claremont twins just seem like they actually come in, you know, for a little vibey vibe. But honestly, I know the Claremont twins wouldn't fight on here, so yeah. So it seemed like they just came for a vibe. But I'm honestly curious to see how the Claremont twins are gonna fit in with the rest of the group. So yeah, I'm curious to see kind of where they fit in, because everybody else is ready to fight and they ready to party. So it's just like, and then on top of that, they best friend Jela is on a time where she ready to fight. So it's just like, I don't even know if they're gonna be able to party with their best friend, because their best friend gonna be in the party fighting. So it's just like, yeah, I don't understand again. Like, yo, oh my gosh. Okay, so all the girls get to Barbados. The girls that were on a private jet, of course, they get there first. They pick their rooms and blah blah blah. The other girls arrive, and it's a problem when the other girls arrive, because the other girls already picked their room. And when the other girls come in, Jayla basically tells Biggie, like, oh, you're not sleeping in this house because I don't like you and blah, blah, blah. And Biggie says, you know, I am sleeping in this house. And that's a whole back and forth. But I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this, but because I do like Jayla. I really do like Jayla. But I just watching that, like, and I know Jayla said, like, oh, I'm gonna bring BGC 14 Jayla back. Cool. And I understand that. Like I said, even though BGC 14 Jayla was like 10 years ago, but it's okay, cool. We understand that. But watching that scene with them, I honestly kind of feel like she was a little bit too turned up. And I feel like one of those, and I feel like the main reason why she was is because the Claremont twins were there. Because after, yeah, I'ma just say it kind of looked like she was just showing out because of the Claremont twins on there. She probably would have addressed Biggie. She probably would have said something to Biggie. You know, yeah, she probably would have, but the way it kind of looked in the scene and the energy she was giving, and then after she was saying what she was saying, I think she went to them, you know, gave a high five and was just like, this is Jayla Mina and something like that, or blah blah blah. It was just like, it was kind of cringe. Like, yeah, like she did go up to them. It was just like, oh, trio. She said something like that, but she definitely said like Jayla Mina, like that's what they used to call themselves. And it was kind of just like, and her saying that just made me think like, okay, she being extra turned up because her friends are here. Cause like it wasn't they didn't show us anything with any of the girls actually telling the Claremont twins what was going on. That, yeah, they didn't show it, so I'm not sure if the Claremont twins knew what was going on, but it just seemed like the girls came in and the Claremont twins were just kind of like seeing all of this for the first time, like, oh okay, Jayla's beefing with Biggie about blah 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 blah. And even they look confused because as Jayla was saying what she was saying, she was talking about, people always say you're so pretty and now it's a scratch under my eye. And the Claremont twins were just like, honestly, we didn't see any scratch. She was over exaggerated. And it was just like, I don't know. It just seemed like she was kind of being extra turned up because her friends were there. And I honestly felt like it was kind of unnecessary for her to actually do the most because like Scotty said, like, yeah, Biggie was going to sleep in the house regardless. Like, she's on the cast, she's a baddie, like, and honestly, Scotty's surprised. This is only episode 2 though, but Scotty's surprising me. She seems way more compassionate, way more caring, and it doesn't look like that she's just following Natalie, like, and I like that, so I like that. But yeah, Biggie and Jayla, they're going back and forth, and out of nowhere, Jayla hits Biggie. And after Jayla hits Biggie, Biggie's bugging out. She's upset about it and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, as she should. Like, I'm sitting here having a conversation and you hit me in my face. And like I said, Jayla probably would have turned up on Biggie regardless, but it just seemed like she was doing the most and being extra because of the fact that, you know, the Claremont twins are there. And I don't know, the scene, it just looked weird. Like I said, she probably would have done it regardless, but she just seemed like she was extra too turned up. And it just kind of didn't give genuine, if you get what I mean. Like, but it's okay, girl. Show off for your friends and show off from the camera if that's what you do. I don't fuck with it, but if that's what you do, that's what you do, girl. But at the same time, they're going back and forth. I honestly don't know why Biggie doesn't defend herself. Like, that's what's bothering me about Biggie, that Biggie just doesn't defend herself. Like, she's saying that Jayla caught her in a vulnerable moment, and, you know, blah 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 blah. But it's just like, girl, somebody hit you in the face, win or lose, just swing. And it's like, I like Biggie, but at the same time, I can't say Biggie does talk a lot of shit. Like, you can't really talk a lot of shit and not expect to get hit. Or you can't talk a lot of shit and then be surprised when people hit you. Or you can't talk a lot of shit and then when people do hit you, you get mad that people hit you. Be like, oh my gosh, they hit me. Like, no, you talk shit, you're going to get hit regardless. Like, Jayla didn't have to hit her. It was kind of wrong that she hit her, but at the same time, she hit you because of the fact that y'all were going back and forth in y'all's little argument. And Jayla's still stuck on this whole, oh my gosh, you said that when you saw me, you were going to slap me. But like I said, y'all fought about that last episode. So it's just like, honestly, are we about to, like, I'm tired of this storyline, this Jayla and Biggie storyline. And it's just because of the fact that it doesn't make sense. It's tiring. Like, are y'all really about to keep fighting over these comments? And then, like, I just feel like Jayla's dragging it out, and I feel like Biggie's gonna keep going back and forth with her about it, and Biggie's gonna keep playing confused when she gets hit about it. And it's just like, at this point, I really do just feel like they just need to leave each other alone, because fighting over this, it's not doing anything. Because if they fight again, they're just going to keep fighting, and I really do not need them to keep fighting over this. Like, I'm tired of this storyline. Like, it's stupid. And then after that, Biggie gets mad at Natalie, and she's screaming at Natalie. Natalie's kind of just like, oh my gosh, I can't really control. Oh, important part, within Jela and Biggie's argument, Jela says something like, that's why Natalie don't even like you anyways. And honestly, I agree with that. I really do feel like Natalie really does not F with Biggie. And I honestly don't even know why Natalie's issue with Biggie is, because she always portrays herself like she's kind of cool with Biggie. So yeah, like, I honestly don't understand what's going on with them. It does seem like people really do be weird to Biggie, but it's just like, yeah, I'm confused on why they being weird to Biggie. Like, yeah, I'm just confused on why it seems like sometimes they be being weird to Biggie. And when I mean they, I mean Natalie. Like, I honestly don't understand Natalie's pressure with Biggie. Somebody on Twitter said, but the reason why they feel like Natalie has an issue with Biggie is because Biggie doesn't have that aesthetic, doesn't have a certain aesthetic like the rest of the girls she hangs out with. And I'm gonna have to pay attention to that next time. But yeah, Jela and Biggie, bro, I'm over it. I'm so over it. At this point, y'all need to leave each other alone, because I'm tired of us fighting over something that should have been squashed last episode, bruh. Like, at this point, it's tiring. At this point, Jayla's dragging it out. And at this point, if they keep fighting, Biggie's not going to keep defending herself. And ultimately, it can backfire on Jela. So I just feel like she needs to stop and let it go, especially knowing that Biggie can't fight. Because it's just like, you keep fighting somebody that doesn't technically know how to fight, or you basically, I don't know, my thoughts are all over the place. Like, I'm kind of going back and forth here, because at the same time, it's like, Biggie is talking shit. So it's just like, I'm not surprised that Jela hit her, but it's like, Jela keep starting with Biggie over this comment. It's just like, bruh, just let it die out. Just let it go, because you know you're going to keep winning these fights. So what are you going to do? Keep beating the girl ass until you done beating the girl ass? It's just like... Then at the end of the episode, before it shuts off, we had Sapphire trying to fight Bianca again. Sapphire trying to get her square with Bianca again, because of the fact that Bianca spit on her and they weren't allowed to fight. Yeah, basically because Bianca spit on her, Sapphire wants her round again. And you know, the episode shut off, but it just seemed like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it looked like Sapphire was kind of eating Bianca up again. But yeah, yo, this episode was crazy. It was just a lot. But honestly, I'm glad that they put in the fights in the episodes. Like, okay, like, that's what I said. I feel like this season gonna be good. They giving us the tea that we want to see, and not making us wait every episode to see just one fight. Like, or honestly, I honestly hope that we actually see these girls have a good time too, honestly. But the way everything is going, it's just like, it just seems like these girls just don't get along, because Callie came in and stirred some shit up. Bianca and Sapphire, Jela and Biggie are not letting this issue go, so they're gonna keep fighting. And yeah, it just seemed like, I honestly just hope all these 3 fighting storylines just slowly disappear, because it's just like I said, Jela and Biggie need to let it go. Callie, I don't know why she was on 11, but she honestly just need to come out and be like, honestly, I don't even know what Callie can say to make up for anything, because of the fact, like, she just really just came out 2 on 10, bruh. It was just like, girl, relax. Like, why are you on 10? And then, like I said, yeah, Bianca spit on Sapphire, so it's up and stuck. But yeah, this episode, it was honestly kind of good. I liked it. But like I said, for the 50 millionth time, I'm so ready for this Jela and Biggie thing to be over, bro. Like at this point, if they do fight again, it better be the last time they fucking fight in their lives, because it's just like over it. So yeah, this episode was good. I enjoyed it over some of the girls already, but and honestly, I'm really curious to see how long the Claremont twins stay. Even though Aubrey O'Day, I kind of want her to leave, I'm really curious on how long I want her to stay. Scotty is surprising me because she's not following around Natalie. Oh, Scotty also, you know, she kind of consoled Biggie while Biggie was crying about this whole Jayla hit me in the face thing. So Scotty, she's surprising me. Meatball, funny, like her. Callie on 10. Like, don't like her. Biggie and Jayla, they both kind of get in on my nerves. Sapphire is honestly growing on me. Who else do we have on here? Mariah Lynn, still annoying. Bianca, don't like. Yeah, who else do we have? Well, those are all the people that were, you know, the main plotty for this episode. You know, those are, yeah, mainly the people we saw. And yeah, honestly, I'm excited for Anna and Rolly to join this cast, because after seeing everybody and what's going on, I'm just like, I'm really curious on what's gonna happen when Anna and Rolly get on here. Messy. But yeah, I'm curious about that. But yeah, y'all, that's all I had. That was episode 2 of Baddies Caribbean. I really hope y'all are checking it out. Yeah, that y'all just not sitting out here judging me because I watch Zeus. But yeah, y'all, that's all I had. I'll be back soon, so make sure that y'all like it, y'all commenting, y'all subscribing, y'all sharing, and all that.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not